Did you know that there are fruits so powerful that they can improve your erection naturally, even after the age of 50? It looks crazy, right? But it is not. And science is already beginning to prove what many men still ignore. If you feel that your power has fallen, if you can no longer maintain a firm erection as before, or if you are realizing that your performance is far from what has been one day, this video may be exactly what you need to watch now. Pay attention. We are not talking about expensive medicines full of side effects or miraculous promises. We are talking about something that comes from nature, straight from your kitchen. Today, I will reveal you the 10 most powerful fruits that fill your blood penis naturally, improving circulation, performance, and even your trust. Fruits that many men above 50 do not even imagine that they can be true natural vasodilators. And the most impressive, many of these fruits are there in their fruits forgotten. Others, you will never miss it after hearing what I have to tell you. The truth is that your body is asking for help, and you may be ignoring the signs. The lack of erection, the soft penis, the difficulty of maintaining the pace during sex. All of this has a silent origin that most men only realize when it is too late. The poor blood circulation. Circulation in the penis decreases with age, is natural. But what few know is that certain fruits can activate nitric oxide production, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and increases blood flow exactly where you need it most, in your organ. That's right. And the best of all? No medicines, no dependence, no fear of dangerous side effects. If you are over 50, or even if you are close to it, you need to understand that time is not your enemy. The problem is what you choose to do with it. And if you still consume foods that ignite your body, block your arteries, and suffocate the flow of blood to the penis, then you are playing against your own intimate health. But calm down, has a solution, and it's simpler than you think. In this video, you will know fruits that fight bad cholesterol, increase testosterone levels, reduce inflammation, and most importantly, make blood circulate tightly in your whole body, especially in your penis. And I'm not talking about complicated recipes. I go straight to the point. I'll tell you the name of the fruits, explain why they work, and show you how to include it in your routine effortlessly. Now tell me, are you satisfied with your sex life today? Or do you feel it could be better? Do you feel you lost part of your virility? Or that your body no longer responds as before? If you answered yes to any of these questions, don't leave this video, because what comes now can become an important key to your intimate health and reverse what seemed inevitable. But before showing you these fruits, I need you to do something fast. Comments down if you have already felt a difference in your intimate performance after the age of 50. Your experience can help other men who are going through exactly the same situation, but many of them are ashamed to talk about it. Only here in this space we speak openly. No taboo, without judgment, because male health is serious, and the more you comment, the more YouTube understands that this content is important and needs to reach other men like you. Enjoy and already leave your like, because it helps me continue bringing content that really change the life of those who watch. And if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, click now, subscribe, and activate the bell. Here you will find direct, practical, and full of natural solutions on prostate, circulation, erection, and quality of life after 40, 50, 60, or older health solutions. You need to understand this content until the end. It's not just for you. It is for your health, your self-esteem, your sex life, and even your relationship. There are a lot of men suffering silent, taking hidden medicine, and thinking it has no way. But it has. And it starts here, with true information, accessible and without winding. Now that you know there is a natural solution and that it may be literally on your plate, it's time to understand why your body is losing power over the years. Because before we solve the problem, we need to understand his root. And the truth is that after 50, your body changes. And if you don't change with it, the results can be frustrating. Let's understand this now. Now that you have understood that there are fruits with a real power to transform your penis health, we need to talk about something that many people prefer to ignore. But that is crucial, because your penis starts to lose power after 50 years. The answer is not just in aging. The answer is what is happening inside your body, and especially what you have failed to do for it in recent decades. It's as if your body is asking for help, but you only started listening now when the signs got stronger. The truth is that from 40, our body begins to change. Testosterone levels, which are the main fuel of male libido, fall progressively. This affects everything: desire, erection, performance, and even humor. And if you are already in the 50 or over 60, this process accelerates even more. But that does not mean that you are condemned to impotence or frustrated sex life. Quite the contrary. It only means that you need to change your strategy. One of the most ignored but absolutely determining factors is blood circulation. For the penis to be erect, it needs to receive a large amount of blood quickly and constantly. Without proper circulation, there is no erection. And what few people tell you is that circulation begins to deteriorate well before you realize the symptoms. It is silent, treacherous, and when signs appear, such as weaker erections, loss of stiffness, difficulty maintaining performance, you are already facing a problem installed. Poor circulation is directly linked to bad eating habits, physical inactivity, excess abdominal fat, excessive alcohol consumption, and even sleepless nights. Each of these factors contributes to the stiffness of the arteries, the increased bad cholesterol, the silent inflammation of the body, and the loss of elasticity of the blood vessels. Result: the blood no longer comes with the same force where it should, and the penis, which depends 100% of this flow, begins to fail. And there is more. The increased prostate, which reaches millions of men after the 50, also directly interferes with sexual function. Prostate growth can compress the urethra, make urination difficult, and even reduce penile sensitivity. In addition, constant inflammation, known as prostatitis, directly affect the quality of the erection. And if you think this is normal of age, you are very mistaken. It is not normal to live with the soft penis without desire, without strength. This is a warning of your body, a rescue request. Many men, when they begin to feel the first signs of falling power, run straight to the easiest way, the famous blue pill. But here is an important warning. This does not solve the cause. It is just a palliative. It's like throwing perfume in trash. You can disguise outside, but the problem is still inside. Dependence on erection drugs is a silent trap. You start using it from time to time, and when you realize, you can no longer have relationships without the tablet. Your body gets used to it, your mind depends, and the real problem continues to evolve in silence. And there is an even more serious detail. These drugs, although they help momentarily, can mask serious cardiovascular problems, as erectile dysfunction is often one of the first signs that their circulatory system is compromised. So trusting exclusively on remedy to maintain erection is like plugging the sun with the sieve. It is risking without knowing. Worse, it's keeping everything wrong and thinking it's okay. This is why in this video I'm insisting so much on bringing real information. Information based on the reality of your body, not miraculous promises. Because what you eat, what you drink, how you sleep, whether you move or not, all of this has a direct impact on your sex life. And I know it may seem obvious, but a lot of people ignore. It focuses only on treating the symptom and forgetting the root of the problem. And the result, unfortunately, is predictable. Less and less desire, less power, increasingly frustration. But what if I told you that nutrition is the most powerful and most forgotten way to reverse this scenario, and that you can activate your body from the inside out with foods that increase the production of nitric oxide, that dilate the blood vessels, that cleans your arteries and send blood where it needs to go, in the right time, and the best, naturally? This is what almost no one tells you, because you don't give money talk about fruits, vegetables, and functional foods. Profit is in the industry of tablets, expensive products, therapies that last years and not always solve. But here, I'm committed to the truth. And the truth is that your body has everything you need to work well. Just learn how to activate this system in a natural, intelligent, and safe way. It's no use wanting miracle. It's no use thinking that only a tablet will return the power of when you were 30 years old. But if you give your body what it really needs, the results come, and come fast. When you begin to feed the right way, to practice movements that activate circulation, sleep better, breathe more quality, everything changes. Testosterone rises, desire reappears, erection comes back hard, you feel alive again. And it is at this point that nature enters in full force, because there are specific fruits that act as true natural stimulants, capable of improving vasodilation, increasing libido, reducing inflammation, and especially activating penile blood flow. Some of these fruits have already been scientifically studied. Others have ancient history of therapeutic use. And they all have something in common. They are natural, accessible, and extremely powerful for men above 50 who want to recover their power without depending on synthetic chemistry. Now I want to know about you. Have you felt that you have lost power in recent years? Have you ever needed to use some kind of stimulant? Have you ever been frustrated that you couldn't keep the firmness you would like? Comment down here with sincerity. It can just be a word like yes, or even a phrase like, I need to improve my circulation. What matters is that you participate. When you comment, you not only show that you are committed to your health, but help this video reach other men who are going through the same situation as you. As I told you before, there are specific fruits that act directly on blood circulation, especially on the penis, and can transform your sexual performance after 50 years. And no, it's not an exaggeration. These are fruits that function as true natural vasodilators, helping blood to circulate more strongly, speed and more efficiency where you need the most. And if you start including them in your daily life, you may feel a real difference in the quality of your erections, your disposal, and even your self-esteem. Because yes, when man feels potent again, everything changes. The look changes, the posture changes, the relationship changes. Let's start with a fruit that a lot of people associate with summer, but it has an impressive effect on the body: watermelon. This fruit is rich in an amino acid called citrulline. And do you know what citrulline does? It helps the body produce more nitric oxide. Yes, the same compound that is activated by the famous erectile dysfunction tablets. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels and allows blood to flow more easily. That is, more blood on the penis, firmer, more lasting and natural erections, and all without side effects. A generous slice of watermelon a day begins to make a difference in your body. Another fruit that needs to get into your routine is pomegranate. Pomegranate is considered a true elixir of vascular health. Its powerful antioxidants, especially polyphenols, help cleanse the arteries and reduce chronic inflammation, two factors that directly disrupt blood circulation in the penis. Studies have already shown that regular pomegranate consumption can improve penile rigidity and even increase sexual desire. If you feel that your erection is no longer as firm as before, try having a natural pomegranate juice every day for a week or two. The results may surprise you. Now, perhaps one of the most common but incredibly effective fruits for man, the banana. Banana is a rich source of potassium, a fundamental mineral to regulate blood pressure. When the pressure is balanced, the blood can circulate better, even in the arteries that feed the penis. In addition, banana has an alkalizing effect on the body, helping to combat inflammation and fluid retention, two factors that sabotage erection and prostate health. Speaking of sweet and healthy fruits, you can't forget the strawberry. Small, beautiful, and full of benefits for the man who wants to recover his power. Strawberries are rich in vitamin C and flavonoids, which strengthen blood vessels and stimulate nitric oxide production. What's more, they help improve peripheral circulation, which means more sensitivity and response during sex. Eating strawberries regularly can even help prevent age sexual dysfunction. Another fruit that many men ignore, but which plays a key role in hormonal balance, is avocado. Avocado is one of the best natural sources of good fat, which is essential for testosterone production, the main male sex hormone. Without testosterone, there is no desire, no erection, no energy. And what's worse, with low testosterone levels, prostate health also deteriorates. A spoonful of avocado at breakfast or as a follow-up in meals can do wonders for your performance and vitality. If you like small, intense fruits, you'll like to know that red fruits like blueberry and blackberry are true natural remedies for the circulatory system. These small fruits are loaded with anthocyanin, a type of antioxidant that protects the vessels against premature aging and keeps the blood flowing with freedom. The cleaner and more elastic your vessel network is, the easier it will be to reach and maintain a strong erection. What's more, these fruits help protect the heart, which is the engine of your circulation. Let's talk now about a fruit that is a symbol of longevity, the purple grape. It contains a powerful substance called resveratrol, which improves vessel health, reduces bad cholesterol, and stimulates blood flow. When resveratrol is frequently consumed, it helps blood to circulate better, including the most sensitive and essential regions for male performance. Oh, and if you thought of red wine, know that yes, it contains resveratrol too, but beware of excessive alcohol. which may have the opposite effect. Prefer fresh fruit or whole juice. Few people know, but kiwi is one of the richest fruits in vitamin C there are. This vitamin is essential to protect the vessels against oxidations and ruptures. Kiwi also has a light diuretic effect that helps eliminate toxins and improves the flow of the lymphatic and blood system. In addition, it is light, easy to include in the diet, and can be consumed even at night without discomfort. Another essential fruit for men who care about prostate and performance is tomatoes. It is rich in lycopene, an extremely effective antioxidant in the prevention of prostate diseases and the reduction of inflammatory processes. Men who frequently consume tomatoes are less likely to develop serious prostatic problems, and a healthy prostate also means more control over urination, less pain, and more hour freedom. And if you haven't included tomatoes on your diet, start today. It can be raw, in the sauce, or even baked. And finally, but not least, we have the sleeve. This wonderful tropical fruit has a direct impact on metabolism and energy production. Rich in vitamin E, mango helps increase libido and improve semen quality. It also stimulates liver functioning, which is a fundamental organ for hormonal balance. Eating mango regularly can contribute to a more active metabolism, more physical disposition, and a visible improvement in your male vitality. Now that you know these 10 powerful fruits, I want to make you an invitation. Start observing which ones are already part of your diet and which you need to include most often. This simple diet change can have a gigantic impact on your sexual health, blood circulation on your penis, your desire, your strength, and even your trust. And to make this video even more complete, comments down here. Which of these fruits do you consume? Or right there, I want more natural power if you are determined to take this step for your intimate health. Your comment helps me understand what interests you most and also helps this video get to more men who, like you, are looking for an active, healthy, and free sex life. If you want, I can continue now with the next part of the script. The silent errors that nullify all these benefits even when you start to eat well. Want to follow? But before you think that just eating these fruits will solve everything and return 100% of the power you had at 30, let me tell you a truth that no one likes to hear, but that needs to be said. It's no use eating watermelon in the morning, banana in the afternoon snack, and a shape of strawberries at night if, in the rest of your day, you keep making the same mistakes you've been sabotaging you for years. Because the human body is intelligent, but it is also demanding. He does respond to the right stimuli, but also punishes hard when you insist on bad habits that cancel any and all benefit. And that's why a lot of people say, "Oh, but I is healthy, and yet I don't see a difference." But when you look at the whole context, you realize that such healthy eating is just a partial illusion. You start the day with a fruit, but at lunch, shoots white rice with greasy meat, frying, and soda. In the afternoon, pinch a stuffed cookie, take that coffee full of sugar and finish the night with white bread, processed cheese, and more soda. This when you don't put a beer together. Look familiar? So I need to tell you with all sincerity, this cycle is nullifying the positive effect of everything you are trying to build. The first big mistake is precisely this. Maintain an inflammatory diet in the rest of the day. Excessive processed sausage, refined sugar, and trans fat not only blocks the benefits of natural foods, but also causes silent inflammation in blood vessels, impairing circulation as a whole, including the penis. You may even be eating fruits rich in antioxidants, but if at the same time it is clogging its veins with bad fat, soda, and farinaceous, your body will continue to fight yourself. It's like trying to put out a fire with a drop of water. Body logic is simple. Either you help or you get in the way. And if you get in the way all the time, you have no miracle that you solve. Another very common mistake, and perhaps one of the most harmful, is constant physical inactivity. The modern man lives sitting, at work, in the car, at home on the couch, and this behavior directly affects sexual health. When you get stuck for a long time, blood circulation gets slow, the legs accumulate liquids, the pelvic region loses flow, and the result is straightforward. Weak erection, low libido, lack of sensitivity. The penis needs blood to work, and the blood needs movement to circulate well. When you do not move, you are basically choking your power with your own legs crossed. And you don't have to turn athlete or spend hours at the gym. That's not it. Just 20 to 30 minutes of walking a day, climbing stairs instead of using the elevator, doing some squats at home, anything that keeps the body active and blood circulating. Because blood is the messenger of nutrients. It is he who takes the benefits of watermelon, avocado, from pomegranate to the ends of his body. And if it doesn't circulate, nothing comes to where it should. The fruit is part of it, but its movement is what ensures it works. Another very important point, and extremely neglected, is the lack of water. Yes, water, the simplest, cheapest, and most powerful thing you can offer to your body. And yet, a lot of people spend all day dehydrated without realizing it. And the worst? Replaces water with soda, artificial juice, with excess coffee, with alcohol. All of this contributes to the dryness of the body, the thickening of the blood, and consequently to poor circulation. And guess which part of the body feels it first? Yes, the penis. Because it depends on clean and flexible pots to fill with blood tightly. When the body is dehydrated, nutrients are not well absorbed, blood does not flow properly, hormones do not balance, and the prostate also suffers. Lack of water even affects semen viscosity, testicular function, and testosterone production. Drinking enough water throughout the day is one of the most neglected steps in the fight against male impotence. And it's no use drinking 2 glasses at once. It has to be throughout the day in small but constant doses. The ideal is to start the day with water, not coffee. This already completely changes the way your metabolism responds. Now imagine the scenario. The guy watches this video, starts eating fruits every day but remains sedentary, continues to feed badly, and does not take a liter of water. Of course he won't see a result. And what happens? He gives up. He thinks the problem has no solution. You think it's old, you think it's normal, you think only medicine solves. But what happened, in fact, was that he didn't give the body the right ground for the fruits to act. It is like planting a powerful seed on dry, hard, and infertile soil. It won't sprout. It is not because the seed is bad. It is because the terrain is dead. And this kind of self, great, is what holds many men in a routine of frustration. They think they are trying, but they are trying in half. And the body realizes that. The body is fair. It only returns you what you deliver. If you deliver excess fat, it responds with clogging. If you deliver too much sugar, it responds with inflammation. If you deliver movement, water, and living foods, it responds with power, vitality, and desire. So what I want to show you here is that there is no magic. There is logic. There is consistency. Your body is a perfect machine, but it needs the right gears working together. Eating the right fruits is one of the gears. But without correcting the silent mistakes you make on the rest of the day, the results simply do not appear, or even appear, but they are weak, slow, almost imperceptible, and you don't deserve it. You deserve an active, confident, pleasant sex life. You deserve to feel a whole man. But this will only happen when you decide to stop sabotaging your own progress. If you've started applying what you saw in the previous blocks, great. But now is the time to look honestly at your habits. Ask yourself, have I moved enough? Have I drunk water every day or live in coffee, soda, beer? Does my food throughout the day help or hinder my circulation? Because it is no use eating the 10 most powerful fruits for sexual health and then order a soda hamburger. It's no use getting excited about the power of pomegranate and banana and spending 12 hours sitting without lifting, let alone take a SC the grape in the morning and spend the rest of the dehydrated day thinking that he did his part. Now tell me, are you really committed to changing or still on autopilot? Tell me here in the comments which of these mistakes you recognize in your routine. It can be just a word like water, sedentary lifestyle, processed, or even a "I need to move more" phrase, or "I will cut the soda." The important thing is that you record this commitment here in the comments. Not only does this help you take on a turning point, but also strengthens this content to reach more people who, like you, want a real transformation in sex life and prostate health. If you have arrived here, congratulations. It already shows that you are really committed to your intimate health, your power, and your quality of life. And this is the kind of man we want to have here on the channel. Men who do not accept to live with less than they deserve. So if this content has helped you in any way, leave your like now, because it shows YouTube that this video is important and needs to reach more people. Enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, because here you will find videos every week with practical, direct, and natural tips to improve your circulation, prostate, and male power. And look, If you arrived until the same end, comment below the phrase, "I'll take care of my power." Write this as a commitment to yourself, and for me to know that you are with me until the end, and it doesn't come out now. Already click on the next video that is appearing on the screen, because it is the perfect continuation of what we say here today. There I will show you the right habits that accelerate the results and will put your virility in another level. I hope you there. Let's go together on this journey.